Once again, complete scenery change. Last time I made a clip, I think we were in Switzerland. We have since changed countries twice. We got back to France in like the afternoon. In fact, when you saw like it was all raining and horrible, and we decided to essentially cut our losses and return to Copenhagen. We're currently figuring out where to go for lunch. So Amélie is on charge of the map, and I might take over soon. Par là, c'est tout. Okay. So we went back to Tonneau-les-Bains that evening, kind of chilled out a little bit, had dinner, had pizza at your grandmother's house. I learned how to play tarot. And I had a lot of beginner's luck, and I had one really bad hand. It was painful, but I survived. Barely. And then the next morning, I think we all kind of went our separate ways. I'm sorry if the wind is overriding my voice. We went our separate ways, we took the train, we took 3 trains back to get to Paris, and we almost missed one of them because there was somebody on the tracks. And we had really, really tight connections both times, so we were really worried for a while that we weren't going to make it back to Paris in time, but we did. Crashed out at Amélie's, woke up at 6 a.m. to go to the airport, and now, big reveal, we are in Copenhagen! Copenhagen! Crossing the street so I don't get hit by a car, but this is Copenhagen! This is the back of Amélie. I turned it away. And we just got here. We dropped off our bags at the hospital. We can't check in yet because they don't have check-in until 3, but we didn't want to carry them around, so we just dropped them. Ooh, canal. Pretty. Oh, this is probably the only day that we're sure to have sun, so we're kind of out taking advantage of it. We are famished. So we're gonna go get something to eat. We were told about like a neighborhood with a street that has a lot of like cafes and brunch spots and stuff, so we're gonna try to find something there. Somebody's really excited. About eating and about being a tourist, but mostly about eating. But anyway, my hand's getting cold, so goodbye. I apologize in advance for the squinting. The sun is right in my eyes. Wait, if I do this? Okay, no, but then I get a horrible camera shadow. We just finished lunch at a cafe that was, in all honesty, a bit expensive. The wait was a bit long, but the food was really lovely. So, whatever, treat yourself once in a while. And we decided, because Copenhagen has very short sunlight hours in the winter, it's supposed to have sundown at like 3:44 p.m. today, so we decided, while we know that it's sunny, because the next few days are going to be kind of on and off rain, we decided to go out and do some walking around. So we're going to see the Little Mermaid, because that's what you do in Copenhagen. You see the thing that turns out probably to be a little bit underwhelming, but let's be optimistic. And the first step was coming to a port, of course. And the water back there is just really pretty, but now I can't see anything. Goodbye! Well, this is what you get when you push your way through a crowd. Actually, it's bigger than I was expecting, to be fair, but poor thing. She's had a run-in with a seagull, or 2, or 5. Oy. Oh look! Scuttle! Scuttle left her a present, it would seem. Cute. Ooh, light flare! That's a good way to start it. But this thing that we're walking to over the bridge is in the shape of a star. How droll. Sorry, don't want to walk through your shot. And in the middle... Oh, God bless! And in the middle is a thing called Castellet, which looks charming. Yeah, this is... We were just saying, like, it's nice to be in a city with lots of canals. Lots of canals. Pause here if you want to read about the history of this place. And here's the other side. In fact, we walked directly through Castellan. I'm not sure what that is. A church, maybe? But more canals. You can kind of see how it would be a star shape from above. But here all you see is the banks. Oh look! A big green space. I'm actually really surprised how green the grass is. I don't know if it really comes through in the video, but... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, there it is. It's very green. Beautiful, but not necessarily winter. just for context, this is what the compound looks like from above. So, there you go. We just had a really strange experience of, by the way, it's a few hours later after the last clip that I took. We went back to the hostel and crashed out because we were tired and showered and everything. And then as we were getting ready to go out, we noticed that there was a guy in the dorm room, which was strange because we booked an all-female hostel. And Amelie, dorm, all-female dorm in the hostel. Good catch. And Amelie was kind of like,
Kiara, wake up.
Kiara, she woke me up. She was like, Kiara, there's a guy in our room. And so we kind of like waited to be sure, and we were kind of going back and forth on whether or not we should do something about it. But in the end, we decided like it makes us a little bit uncomfortable to have somebody who's like not supposed to be in our room. Yeah, cheating, essentially.
And openly cheating.
Yeah, like having somebody like goose the system like that was just not sitting well with us. So we went down to the welcome desk and essentially said like, can you check that we booked an all-female room because there's a guy in our room, trying to be like maybe it was our mistake when we knew it wasn't. And then the person at the desk was like, oh yeah, can like next time you see him, can you just like send him down to the desk for us and we'll like get him moved? And I was like, how in the world are we gonna tell somebody, sorry, the desk wants to see you? That's a very strange conversation to have. So I think they're going to try to track this guy down because I think he's still in the hostel somewhere. But Emily was just like saying, we haven't even spent one night here and we've already made enemies. But at the end of the day, like, it made us feel uncomfortable and we're going to be here for a while. So, sorry you got caught, bro. We have now returned from our errand. We were going out to get groceries for like the next few days. So we got a variety of things for dinners and for breakfasts. Because since we're here for a few days, we're gonna cook some stuff here at the hostel, and we're gonna have like breakfasts here and everything. And we made dinner in the kitchen downstairs. One thing that is strange that I've never encountered before in a hostel is you have to pay for kitchen access. I've never heard of that in any other hostel. It's like you pay like just under €3 for kitchen access, but then you have the kitchen access for the whole time, so you don't have to pay it per entry. But it's I've never heard of that. And then also, technically, you're not supposed to have any drinks in the hostel, because they have a bar here with like a cafe and everything, so you're supposed to buy coffee and tea from them. This is the only hostel I've ever been in that doesn't offer you like coffee and tea in the kitchen. So it's very strange. But they have a boiler and they have mugs. So I'm pretty sure we can get away with making our own tea in the morning. We already bought some tea bags. So we made dinner in the dining room, and it was in the kitchen, and it was a little bit crazy because they have a lot of really big kitchen space stuff. They have like 4 different cooking surfaces with 2 hot plates each. I think one of them had 4 hot plates. There were a lot of people kind of vying for space, and so you're kind of like ducking in and grabbing this dish and then using it and then washing it and then grabbing that thing, and it was all very dicey, and we kind of just spent a lot of time... Somebody's watching a doggy video. We just spent a lot of time like waiting for things to become available, but in the end it was fine. But now we're done with dinner. We're gonna go downstairs and kind of chill in the common center a little bit. Maybe play pool, maybe not.